Sunday. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily if you are new here, and this is going to be an October reset video. Today is Sunday, September 29th, right, Justin?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I think that's correct. And October obviously starts on Tuesday, and today we're just gonna be doing all the things. We're gonna do some chores, we're gonna organize, tidy, clean, laundry, dishes, all of that, and then also like sit down and catch up on emails, texts, just kind of reflect on September, prep for the new month, set some goals, do some planning, organizing, dreaming, bucket list. If you are someone who loves organization and just living seasonally and getting excited month to month and kind of setting monthly and seasonal goals instead of these big yearly goals, or at least like breaking down the yearly goals into more seasonal, attainable monthly goals, definitely stick around for this video. It's gonna be lots of fun. This one's gonna be more like vlog style and less sit down because I actually have so many chores to do. My husband Justin is very sweetly stripping our bed right now. We just got back from camping yesterday. Everything is kind of a mess right now in our apartment. Everything kind of smells weird. Like we cooked salmon last night and we're actively trying to get that smell out of our apartment. So it's gonna be a very like practical, do the laundry, do the dishes, get our lives together kind of thing. I also start my first nurse practitioner job on October 1st on Tuesday. So this feels very timely to do an October reset and also kind of like a pre-work reset. So that is what the plan is for this video. I think I'm gonna just kind of look at my to-do list. I made this yesterday and I split it up into different categories. So we have got, I had morning on here. I was gonna do a whole morning montage, but that didn't happen because we wanted to sleep in today. Chores, I've got laundry, dishes, kind of cleaning. We need to unpack from camping and just like organize our stuff. Reorganize the fridge. General to-dos I've got, I want to make a chore chart, which is so nerdy, but I've been talking about doing that for a while. I want to type out my hygiene routine just to have like set days where I'm going to like wash my hair, shave, all of that. Again, a little neurotic of me, but going into my new set work schedule, I think that'll be helpful. I'm also training for a half marathon right now, and so having set days where I'm going to be running certain distances, like I'd like to know when I'm going to be washing my hair. So again, very type A of me. I also want to make a meal plan for this week and kind of slowly prep some lunches. I also want to plan out my outfits for work this week and then catch up on texts and emails, which is also on this list. In terms of more of the like kind of vision board reset type of thing, I have Pinterest board. I did make a fall Pinterest board. If you want to go back and watch my fall reset video, I go into more of like kind of the dreaming for the fall season, but I'd like to look at that again. And then I want to update our fall bucket list, kind of check off some things there, do some Notion planning, just like clean up my Notion board and my pages that I'm using right now for to-dos, reflect on September, share October goals, budget update, and then this evening I would love to take a bath, do some good skincare, and then give myself like a pedicure and paint my toenails, clip my nails, just all that kind of hygiene stuff. It is about 11 a.m. right now. We just got back from church, and we also just lost power, so this is gonna be very interesting. It might be kind of a choppy vlog, but we'll see how much we can get into. And yeah, I'll just check stuff off as we go and keep you guys updated. I'm like very out of breath if you can't tell. We went camping, as I said, and we've had a lot of elevation change this weekend, and just like haven't been the best about hydration and food. So gonna go get some water with some electrolytes, probably grab a snack and change into some more comfy clothes. And then I think we'll probably start with unpacking from camping and just like tidying everything up. So let's get into it. That was a stressful like 45 minutes. What are you doing, Justin?
Oh, the camera's on?
Oh, it's on. Yeah, of course. I have like some carpal tunnel. The tables have turned.
What?
I'm talking to the vlog. The tables have turned. The fire alarm's going off, so we're pausing the reset. Okay, update. Fire truck just left. We're good to go. It is so hot outside. It's almost October. I cannot believe it's in the 80s. My car says it's in the 90s, which is probably not accurate, but yeah, I'm very ready for cold weather in Colorado. We have gotten very mixed reviews and information about what is supposed to happen weather-wise right now. I have been told that by Halloween we should get snow, and it just still feels like summer here. We're ready for fall, but I think fall's only going to last like a couple weeks in Denver. So, tears. We will just continue to play pretend. Hello, I am very sweaty if you can't tell. I'm gonna take a little sip of water, take a break for a second. Okay. You might hear the laundry machine in the background because we've got lots of things going right now with our chores. Justin is on his run, like I mentioned, and I just Swiffered the whole kitchen. So we're just gonna sit and breathe while that dries, and then I'm gonna make like a snack plate lunch. I'm not super hungry, but I want to go on my long run, which for me is like 2 miles right now, in a couple hours. So gonna get some fuel and do that, and hopefully feel re-energized and just better. I will say, I think I might have mentioned this earlier, I'm having some carpal tunnel like pain in my right hand, so I might try to go find my wrist brace. It's very unfortunate because I start work this week. So there's that, but thankfully I'm just shadowing this week. I shouldn't be doing too much computer work, but I think all of the like editing and doing Notion planning and just things with my hands on my computer is making my hand hurt. So might go look for that in a second, but I just wanted to tell y'all kind of my flow for cleaning. Typically, I've usually liked to pick a task and then do that in all of the rooms. So for example, vacuuming, like pick up the vacuum cleaner and vacuum everything and then wipe down surfaces and do everything. But today I was very much in the mood of doing like room by room. And so the living room is fully clean. Like I vacuumed, I wiped the surfaces down, I tidied, all of that. And it just depends on like what mood I'm in and what makes logical sense at the time for me, because right now, at least this weekend when we came back, everything was such a mess. Like there was no room that was free from the craziness from the camping aftermath. And so having one room as kind of like my safe zone in a way, prioritizing cleaning that, getting that fully okay, and then letting the other rooms be chaos and going room by room has helped me just feel like less anxious, more calm, because then I can always just go sit in the living room and be like, okay, this section of our home is clean. Everything else might not be clean, but we have this little oasis, if you will. So that's kind of what I have been doing. We have cleaned every room except our bedroom and bathroom / closet, which is a pretty big undertaking. So I'm definitely gonna eat lunch before I do that. It's mostly folding laundry. We have a ton of clean laundry. There's like a giant mountain right next to our bed that just like didn't get around to it. So I think that'll be a good, more restful task. I can just sit on the floor, listen to YouTube, fold things. It's been a very active cleaning session so far. That's why I am sweating. We also have all of our windows open right now because we're trying to get that salmon smell out of the apartment from when we cooked last night. And so, yeah, we're just bringing more heat in because it is still roasty toasty outside in Denver. Anyways, yes, that is our plan. We've just got the bedroom, bathroom left. And then we will probably sit down and do more of our like computer reset situation. Justin should be back in like an hour from his run. So I was initially thinking that we would get that all done, like the talking stuff before he came. But you know, I just really like completing tasks, like completing the cleaning portion before I do the reset portion, or else I will get very all over the place. I feel like my anxiety can present itself in almost like ADD, ADHD type symptoms. I definitely don't have either of those diagnoses, but I can get like scatterbrained and kind of like finish a task or start a task and not finish it. I do that a lot, and I feel like that happens for me when my anxiety is high. So that is what we're trying to combat with our little cleaning routine today. Alright, hello friends, just made my little snack plate. Full disclosure, this is definitely like not enough for a meal, but I'm gonna go on a run in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And we don't have things right now that I can just like quickly throw together for lunch. So just did some fruits, veggies, crackers, some cheese, peanut butter, kind of more like carbs, produce, and fats kind of thing. And then I'll have like a protein shake or something after my run. So gonna eat this, finish watching my vlog that I've been watching, and then I think I'm gonna sit here and like journal about some of the routines that I mentioned. I wanted to check off my list to make like the meal plan for this week, hygiene routine, chores routine, things like that. So you can check in after that. Doing this real quick because it was on that to-do list I shared with you guys. I wanted to show you my work outfits. So I get 2 pairs of scrubs, so cute, there's me. And so I'm thinking of the 4 days I work this week, I'll wear scrubs on the first day and then alternate with business casual. So scrubs, business casual, scrubs, business casual. So I need to find 2 business casual outfits. What I'm thinking is wearing this dress, which I love. I can insert a picture of me wearing it right here. It is long and just very feminine and beautiful. I'm trying to wear more of my summery things before it gets too cold. So maybe this and this, but I would like to alternate like one dress for one business casual day and then one like pant outfit. I've been really liking this top, which I wore in our apple picking vlog, and I wore this morning as you guys saw. So I'm thinking either this top or this top with like some navy pants would be really cute for work this week. Hello guys, and welcome back to the vlog. This is going to be the last section of the October reset. I'm just going to talk through kind of any gaps I missed in the vlog footage and then go over September as a month and then my October goals, bucket list, things I'm excited for this month. So I hope you have enjoyed the video so far. I know it's a bit of a longer one in terms of the just like b-roll cleaning footage and all of that, but this is the part I am most excited for, and I just feel like I need to get all of the cleaning and like chores and to-dos and stuff done before I can actually like sit down and enjoy and think about the next month, which is now starting tomorrow. So I'm super pumped. I'm like always trying to figure out what I want my setup to be. I'm trying to make this cute and fall-like. That's why I brought this pumpkin pillow out. So we're gonna put that right there. We've got our pillow, our little boo mug, and then our other pumpkin right here. Okay, let me think about what we have missed from just the last time we chatted. I think we talked, oh gosh, I don't even remember. Basically, we did most of the chores yesterday. I had like a random wave of anxiety in the afternoon and Justin wasn't feeling great, so I just like stopped the chores partway through. We had a really relaxing night. We watched part of Harry Potter 7 Part 1. We're watching the whole series through again, and we're gonna save the last one, the Part 7 Part 2, the 8th movie, for this weekend and do a whole like Harry Potter meal and butterbeer and all of that to finish the series. So anyways, started one of those movies and then woke up at 4:30 this morning because yes, that is when we're gonna start getting up now that I start work tomorrow. That's gonna be our new wake up time, which is crazy. I'll do a whole video about it later. And then since then, I've just been editing and doing some work prep to-dos and stuff like that. So we're getting back to the last little bit of this vlog. Okay, so September. September was a weird month. And I feel like whenever I do these resets, I'm always like, well, this past month was weird and the next one's gonna be better. But truly, since we moved here in August, September was just, it was more restful than August, but also odd. We had a lot of travel, so we went from Buffalo, New York, the last weekend of August into September to Aspen, Colorado. And then we were there for a week, or I was there for a week. And then coming back, I was just like in a really weird headspace for a couple weeks. I don't even know what to say. I was just like in a weird headspace. Didn't get a lot done. I was like deep diving into all these random topics like theology and politics, and yeah, I don't know if you guys ever have those seasons of life where you just like randomly get fascinated with stuff and that's like all you can do. You just like hyperfixate on things. Yeah, I had like a 2-week hyperfixation on these like really deeply academic topics and like listened to probably 100 podcasts on these things, which is so random. I guess good going into an election year, but I think my brain was just like craving learning because I've been in school for like my whole life, and then I've had this weird 6-month gap in not being in school before I start work, and so my brain was probably just craving like deeply academic topics and just that type of mental stimulation. So yeah, weird month. But other than that, I have just been getting ready for work. Like I keep saying, we joined a church in Denver that we absolutely love. We joined a small group. I joined women's Bible study. Both Justin and I started serving in different areas of the church. So we just like really got plugged in September. I feel like we're definitely still making friends. It takes so much time. I know it'll take probably a year or so before we truly feel settled. But we've started like making those initial connections, hanging out with a couple friends that we've met here, which has been fun. It's just gonna take a while before we have those like really deep connections, which I know that, and honestly, living here with your best friend, it's made it a lot easier. So I don't feel particularly lonely or anything. I definitely miss my long distance friends, but I'm so used to having long distance friendships that it doesn't feel that hard, if that makes sense. I've been so excited about this move, so I feel like I've definitely had an easier time moving because, I don't know, I've just been looking forward to it for so long, and we've gotten plugged in. If we didn't have church, honestly, I'd probably be really lonely and like not well. So we have been doing good. Looking forward to October. Obviously, the biggest things coming up are my job. I start my nurse practitioner job tomorrow, which is crazy. I'm so excited and a little terrified. That's our big thing. Justin's still going strong with his work. We have one trip mid-October to upstate New York to visit his family, which we did last year at this time. So we're hoping to see the fall leaves, but most of the trip is going to be hanging out with his family and extended family and doing like an early Thanksgiving, which we also did last year, and that was so much fun. So it'll be really good to see them. I haven't seen them in a really long time. And that's our only travel, which is great. We have, I think, 2 trips in November, but we'll get to that in that reset. Other activities and things we're looking forward to. We have a couple social plans, like we're having some people over for dinner. We have Oh gosh, what else? Just like things we've tentatively put on the calendar, like I'm going to a pumpkin patch with a friend one weekend, and then we really want to go to a football game at the school where Justin is teaching one weekend, see if anyone's doing any Halloween parties, just fun stuff like that. I've got kind of like placeholder things in our calendar right now of different activities. We're gonna do some fall hikes if we can. We obviously just went camping this past weekend, which you guys will see in a whole separate vlog coming up soon. So that was a big fall bucket list item. You know what, let's actually look at what's left over on the fall bucket list and kind of see what we're gonna do this month. Okay, so I wrote down the other bucket list items that we're gonna try to get done this month. Some of my fall bucket list. Alexa, I wasn't talking to you. Some of the things on the fall bucket list are going to extend into November because obviously November is fall, but we'll start to slowly do some Christmassy things at like the end of November, so we won't talk about those things. Bucket list items left over, I will put it right here on the screen. We've got pumpkin patch, pumpkin carving, pumpkin painting, go on a hayride. That one I'm like, feeling about. Go to a fall festival, which I feel like could be combined with the pumpkin patch. I feel like oftentimes you'll have like a farm and a pumpkin patch and a fall festival kind of all happening at the same time. Help with trick-or-treating. Y'all, I would totally go trick-or-treating as an adult if it were socially acceptable, but I would like to help pass out candy to children, but we're in an apartment complex, so I don't know how that's gonna work. Maybe our apartment will do something fun for Halloween. See the leaves change, which we technically did while we were camping, but we're gonna see them again, hopefully in New York, so we'll see. Make a fall playlist, go thrifting. There are a couple random things I'm kind of on the lookout for, so thrifting would be good for that. Paint my nails, my toenails specifically. I'm trying to keep clean nails for work. Jump in the leaves, go through a corn maze. I'm also like not super crazy about that because we did that last year, but it would be fun if we randomly found one. And then eat Halloween candy. Okay, so I've seen some creators have a bucket list for fall, but also do separate bucket lists or foodie lists for things they want to bake, make, cook, whatever in the fall. And then also like things they want to watch, all of that. So I made that as well. I would love to make some pumpkin bread, some apple cinnamon rolls. I saw Carter Sullivan, who's like one of my absolute favorite creators. She has the best fall content ever. She made, I think it was like last year or this year, I don't know, these like apple slices with cinnamon roll wrapped around it, and I was watching that vlog the other day and I was like, I need to make that. That looks so yummy. Some sort of fall pie, like a pumpkin pie or apple pie. Again, that might be a November thing because Thanksgiving. Butterbeer. I really want to make butterbeer. Justin found a good recipe. It's a lot simpler than we expected, and we're thinking this upcoming Sunday, so like the first Sunday of October, when we hopefully finish the Harry Potter series, we can make like shepherd's pie and butterbeer and I don't know, some kind of fun dessert if we can. And then the last thing I have is sourdough and soup. I would love to make a loaf of sourdough bread. I've done it once with gluten-free starter, and I don't have any starter now. This might be more of a winter bucket list thing. We will see how much time and patience we have, but doing that in soup, or an alternative could be like grilled cheese and soup. And then in terms of a watch list, I definitely am going to expand this because these are just the ones I like thought of right now, but Charlie Brown, Harry Potter series, Halloween Town series, which I did not watch last year and I haven't watched in a couple years, so I'm super pumped to watch those. Comment down below if you watched the Halloween Town series, like which one was your favorite. I loved the third one, the Halloween Town High movie. Twitches, which I think there are two, so Twitches 1 and 2, right? I think there's a second one. Gilmore Girls. I've seen the show all the way through a couple times, so I might just watch a couple random episodes there. And then Hocus Pocus 1 and 2. This is kind of embarrassing. Hocus Pocus kind of scares me, y'all. I fright easily. Like, I don't like scary movies. I don't like horror or anything like that. I am all for like fun, cutesy, childlike, fall, cozy Halloween. I can do a little bit of, you know, Halloween and mostly autumn, fall vibes, but the Halloween vibes have to be like geared towards kids. And I know Hocus Pocus is a Disney movie, but it still kind of scares me a little bit. I still like it a lot, don't get me wrong, but I just like have to be in the mood for it. Justin and I watched Hubie Halloween the other night because he really likes that movie. It's with Adam Sandler. It was good, but it actually kind of scared me. I had to watch something else after before I went to bed, and then I had a weird like nightmare dream. So if you're a grown woman who is in her late 20s and also gets scared by Halloween movies, you are not alone. Okay, into the like true reset goal part of this. I didn't really set many goals for September because again, moved in August, September were just kind of like, not throwaway months, but not like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do all these goals. I feel like I had some goals in my mind but didn't write them down, and the main ones would be around my health. And I guess the main, really only one was being consistent with this running plan. So if you followed me for a bit, you might know that I've run one half marathon a couple years ago. I've had an interesting relationship with running over the years. I had an eating disorder like, gosh, maybe 10 years ago now. Really abused running during that time, and then got back into it probably in my early 20s and have been like off and on running for maybe 3 or so years now. And I was going to run the Disney Princess Half Marathon a couple years ago, but got injured. I hurt my knee. And ever since then have been slowly getting back into running and being really, really careful. So right now I can run like 2 miles without stopping, woohoo! I mean, that's a big accomplishment for me right now. And in 5 months, we're running the Disney Princess Half Marathon this upcoming February. So I'm doing this very like low and slow half marathon training plan over a 6-month period, and I've been super consistent with it. I've only missed 1 workout of the past like 6 weeks, which is really impressive for me. So that's my like pat on the back for Emily in September kind of thing. Other things, I feel like I've been really consistent with quiet time. We're doing an Acts study at my new church for the women's and men's Bible study. It's like the same study, but just separate, co-ed, not co-ed, goodness, sex-specific groups, opposite of co-ed. And that's been really good. I will say for personal goals for October, I did put to be like really consistent with daily quiet time, because I feel like if I'm not doing the Acts study, like I've already finished it for the week, we have homework every week, then I just like don't do my quiet time and talk to God. So we are going to work on that. My other personal ones are to stay consistent with texts. If you're one of my friends and you have not heard from me in weeks, I am very sorry. It is not you, it is me. It's on my list for today. It's been on my list for a while. I have just gotten really bad with texts. I go through these phases and seasons where I'm like on it with the text. I respond to all of them every day, and then other seasons where I don't respond for like a month. So you know what, maybe a happy medium would be good to reach, but consistency with text, I would love to fully catch up on my text today, and then like October starting tomorrow going forward to really like respond to them all by the end of the night, or like maybe a 48-hour, 72-hour kind of period to give myself some grace. So that's a big goal. And then I have 1 date night a week. Justin and I used to be a lot better about our date nights, and I think because we are homebodies, we have a lot of like mini date nights at home, because like most of our weekday evenings are just like hanging out at home, you know, making our HelloFresh dinner and then like watching, you know, 40 minutes of a movie or something. And we love those nights, and we really don't like going out to eat anymore because it's so expensive, and we're really trying to save money right now. So we were talking the other day of how we miss going on like actual dates and how it would just be nice to kind of do that more consistently. So I need to think of some like non-eating out ideas. If y'all have some fun ideas for like Colorado area, for like a Friday night, Denver, you know, not eating out, whether it's like a walk or, I don't know, I guess you could go get ice cream or something cheaper, but yeah, that would be very helpful. Okay, my other categories are just YouTube and health, because obviously I'm starting my new job. I don't really have any goals there for this month except to like, I don't know, start the job and see how it goes. I think in November I'll have more specific goals. For YouTube, I have to get to 1,750 subscribers. I'm at like 1,680 or something right now. Obviously that's kind of hard to control, but I like having some sort of number goal. And then I have to post 1 to 3 videos a week and 1 to 3 reels a week. And that range is pretty large because I mentioned this on an Instagram story last night. I truly don't know what life is going to be like and my workload once I start, because I don't really have many patients right now, and so not like I would be doing YouTube during the day because I would be out of work hours, but I think I might not be as exhausted as I will be later on in the year with patient loads. I might have more capacity to like efficiently edit and get multiple videos out a week. So we'll see. I definitely want to hold myself to 1 a week minimum for both Reels and YouTube, with my like dream goal being 3 a week, which I think I should be able to get 2 or 3 out this week. Yeah, but we'll see going forward. So it's gonna be a little sporadic. Okay, and then last category is health. Where I'm at health-wise right now is obviously like doing that half marathon training plan. I'm also trying to strength train like 4 days a week. So I'll alternate like upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body kind of thing. And then like my 5th running day, I usually work out 5 days a week, like 4 to 5, is like a long run day on Sundays. And yeah, that's kind of like the main thing I'm focusing on. Since we've moved, I've been really trying to watch my water intake and drink like, honestly, like 2 times the recommended intake of water, because I feel best when I drink like 120 plus ounces of water. I feel my most energized. All my signs of hydration are in a good spot, if you know what I mean. And I also realizing I feel really good when I when I eat a lot of protein. And so I just kind of set numbers for myself of 120 ounces of protein, 100, not ounces, grams, 120 ounces of water. I'm not going to be like specifically tracking anything. Oh, Justin's home. Justin just walked in. Everyone say hello to Justin. Yeah, those are kind of my like focus points of health this month, are water and protein. Obviously like sleep, stress, all of that is a big one, but I just have realized a huge difference in how I feel day to day when I focus on water and protein. So those are my goals. And then also to do daily rehab with running and recovering from that injury and just like preventing injury at this point. Doing daily rehab that my sweet husband, who I tell him he's an honorary physical therapist, has taught me some good things to help with runner's knee. So staying consistent with that, doing that at least once a day is another goal of mine. And I think that about wraps it up. I'm just gonna check over my list. I think at the beginning of this vlog, I said like all these other to-do ideas of like a chore chart and meal plan. Honestly, if I get to it today, I will, but this video is already long enough, so I think I'm not gonna include that here. Yeah, you know what, sometimes we make a very long to-do list and it just moves over to the next day, next week, next month, and that is a-okay. I think that's about it. Oh, one thing I will say, I think I had some B-roll footage of budgeting. I haven't gotten to the place where I feel comfortable, or like Justin and I feel comfortable sharing specifics of finances on YouTube. I don't know that I ever will. I know a lot of women do that, like some vloggers that I love share about their personal finance. I will share the spreadsheet that I use, however, and it's amazing. I'll link it down below. It's from the Hundreds Club on Etsy, and I'm obsessed with it. Whenever I like reference it on Instagram or something, I always get people texting me being like, send me your spreadsheet, this looks so cute. And it definitely makes budgeting a lot more fun. So I just updated that this morning. I've been pretty neurotic about our budget this month, where I've been on it like every few days, if not every day. My idea would be to do like a big budget plan like before the next month and then like weekly update it, but I've just had so much time on my hands. I've just been like very much a little control freak on it. So we're gonna try to like calm down a little bit, but still be very aware of our budget. And yeah, my voice just like cracked a little bit. I'm kind of done chatting. I think I also mentioned a Pinterest board. I'll just like put a screenshot of that right here. I decided I'm not really gonna change it from my fall one. I just have this like beautiful running fall Pinterest board that is gorgeous, and I add pins to whenever I feel like it. So it's got lots of different things and kind of lines up with the bucket list. And oh my gosh, I'm getting so overheated from the blanket and the window. So this is my cue to leave. I hope you enjoyed this fall October reset. The sun's also getting in my eyes, so yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, I'm gonna go say hi to my husband. Happy October.